Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be re-ranking the top 10 shooting guards in the game. The reason for that is I did a top 10 shooting guards, and then 2K basically promptly dropped like 5 new shooting guards, so we're all top 10 shooting guards now the next day. So I thought, why not? Before we move on to small forward and so on, why not just come back and redo shooting guards and make sure we have an accurate ranking with a lot of new cards having shifted these rankings a bit. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video, and let's start off with number 10, who I personally am going to have as I'm forgetting now. Who did I put at number 10? Oh yeah, Klay Thompson. There you go. Klay Thompson at number 10. The reason I have Klay at 10, I like this card more than most do. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. Obviously, every card in this list is, let's be honest, every card in this list is 100 overall or invincible at this point. It's ridiculous what these non-attainable lists look like. Obviously, I'll start the attainable list later this week as well, and those will have a lot more cards that we can actually get. But think about this Klay. Not everybody loves him. I think his jumper's good. He's got Pro 2 feed, decent dribble style, and Steph escape is elite as well. He doesn't have behind the back, but he's got a great escape, good dribble style, great fade, great jumper. And I think as a 6'6" shooting guard with perfect stats and badges, that is enough. Is he as good as the other cards in this list? No. Is he still a very good card in my personal opinion? The answer is absolutely yes. Moving on to the number 9 spot, I do have Paul George at number 9, his invincible. Goes to show how deep the shooting guard position is at this point, but also how underwhelming this card was. The fact that he's listed as an invincible but does not have anything close to invincible animations. Now his jumper is good, Pro 2 fade, and amazing stats and badges is awesome, but his shot creation is very limited, and that is the reason that he is all the way down at number 9. Number 8 is going to be Tracy McGrady. T-Mac gives you a great jumper, Francis size up, and obviously a 6'8" player build, good escape, Darius Garland dribble style, a lot to like, but I don't love the Steph fade. I don't love the lack of a behind the back. And I mean, the jumper can be a little bit inconsistent, I feel like, at times as well. And again, you have to keep in mind, this position has become absolutely loaded. A lot of great cards here, becomes tough to rank. So guys like T-Mac are going to be towards the lower end of the list, despite being, in my opinion, a really good card with a lot of value. Both him and PG are great options. Number 7, Kawhi Leonard. I do think Kawhi is very, very solid, but I'll be honest, he's not that insane. He's 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan. He's got the invincible stats and badges. He's unbelievable defensively, Legend, Deadeye, Limitless, and Lightning Launch as well. But the thing about this card, again, not that invincible. He has his own fade, which is good going right, but not good going left. His release is still his own, which is a good release, but it's not insane. Darren Fox dribble style instead of Garland. Kawhi size up, not the best. Steph escape is great, but he's got his own behind the back, which is good, but he doesn't have Francis size up. He doesn't have Garland dribble style. He doesn't have Trey behind the back. He doesn't have Pro 2 fade. He doesn't have the animations that the majority of these invincibles have that are part of what make them the very best. And while I still think Kawhi is an incredible card as well, I personally do believe he is towards the bottom of this top 10 as well, because again, I just don't think his animations are that amazing in my personal opinion. And again, not having a top tier fade or a top tier release on top of that is going to hold you back a bit. That's just how it works. Number 6, Larry Bird. Yes, I think Larry is better than the rest of these guys so far, including these two invincibles. Reason being, yes, Larry still has the same flaw of not Garland dribble style, which at this point in the year is a flaw. If you don't have Garland dribble style, that is something you could look to critique. Although Fox dribble style has an elite push cross, Francis size up is great, Kemba escape is great, Trey behind the back is great, Pro 2 fade with a really good jump shot is also great, and again, he is a 6'9" shooting guard. So the size is valuable, the animations besides Fox dribble style are pretty much perfect, and that comes with an elite level jump shot as well. And I think especially when you have the size at 6'9" and the versatility that he provides and all these other incredible animations, if your biggest criticism is one dribble style, you can work around that. You know what I mean? He is still one of the best shooting guards in the game, without a shadow of a doubt. I am a big Larry Legend fan. I think he's a really, really good card. Moving on to the number 5 spot, I'm going with Invincible Ron Artest, the brand new Invincible from the Summer Festival. I'll be totally honest, I have not as of yet been able to use this card, but I do know he's got the same jumper as his Dark Matter had, and I'll be completely honest, I don't think it's that spectacular. It's not bad, but it is not an amazing jumper. Pro 2 fade, Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Kemba escape is all spectacular. Pippen behind the back isn't the best, but the rest of them are very, very good in terms of SIGs. Great fade. Rudy Gay upper with that fade is going to be elite, but the standstill jumper isn't top tier, and I personally don't love the fact that he doesn't have an elite behind the back either. Again, on a list like this with all 100 overall and higher cards, it becomes nitpicky. I get it. but I do think our test is only number 5 on this list, and I do wish the jumper was a little bit better than it is. Number 4 is going to be the highest ranked 100 overall on this list, Glenn Rice. I think he's one of the best 100 overalls in the game. 6'8" with a 6'9" wingspan, so he's got enough size to be absolutely elite. Obviously, the stats and badges are going to be basically perfect, but animation-wise, his jumper is amazing. He's got Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Kemba escape, and Trey behind the back. He's got everything that you would want from a shooting guard with the exception of normal fade, which I obviously prefer that to be Pro 2. Everything else, though, is about as good as you could ask for. Elite jumper, elite SIGs, elite stats and badges, elite size, the 2. He's a great card. The only reason he's not top 3 is because of not having that Pro 2 fade. And even then, I still think he's not that far off of a top 3 card. I mean, he's going for too much MT, but he's a spectacular card. Carmelo Anthony is our number 3, though. 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan. Garland dribble style does not have the best size up, but Curry escape, Trey behind the back. Also has Curry fade. I do like Carmelo a little more than Glenn in that I know he's got similar flaws. Not the very best fade, and also a size up that isn't as good as Glenn's size up, which is Francis size up. But Cam Thomas base Oscar upper, I think is a better jumper than what Glenn Rice has personally. I really like this Melo card. Go watch the gameplay I did with him. One of my best gameplays that I've done with a card this weekend. I think he is one of the very best cards in this Vibes drop. And obviously he's very hard to get. He's extremely expensive. But that being said, I do think he's an elite level card as well. I think he's noticeably better than Kawhi is from this drop. I don't even think it's close, to be totally honest. That being said, the second best invincible shooting guard is Dr. J still. I know they just dropped 3 new invincible shooting guards with Kawhi, Ron Artest, and Carmelo, but I think Dr. J is probably the best of the group, to be totally honest. 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, so his size is comparable to them all. The stats and badges are again going to be basically perfect. And then the thing that I like about Dr. J, I love his jumper, I love Pro 2 fade, and he's got the Garland, Francis, Kemba, Trey combination. The SIGs combination you want, he's got the fade you want, and he's got a jumper that I truly believe is absolutely elite. I still think that Dr. J is one of the better cards in my team, and he is a card that I am considering picking up on my new account because I think he would be a big upgrade to shooting guard position. And I think he's definitely the second best shooting guard in the game. With that being said, the best shooting guard in the game was never in doubt. It is still never in doubt. None of these cards have challenged KD yet as the best invincible in my team. There are a lot of good cards that are getting closer to him for sure, but he is the best of the best. 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, number 1. That's the first advantage he's got, is just elite size and length compared to pretty much everybody else at shooting guard. But then you add on, again, incredible stats, incredible badges, and perfect SIGs and animations. His own fade instead of Pro 2 would be a flaw if I didn't think, number 1, KD's fade, the more I use it, is really, really good. But number 2, he's 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan. That overcomes, maybe it's not quite as good as Pro 2 fade. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? He's got the SIGs, he's got the release, he's got everything you need. He's a spectacular card, and I think he is easily the best shooting guard in the game and one of the best cards in my team as of now. Big KD fan in my team. He's a great card, and this is my top 10. Yes, I am aware that only Paul George on this list would really be classified as an attainable card, which I know is not great. I'm not a fan of it either. Like, I wish these top 10 cards, top 10 lists included more free cards and attainable cards, but unfortunately, it really doesn't. That being said, this is probably the list of the best shooting guards in my team, and hopefully it is an interesting list for those of y'all who can actually attain these cards. So, with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace!